and welcome to this amazing platform. I am Shruti, your French trainer. I am so excited for today. Do you know why? Because we are going to do some speaking activities today along with the phonetics. Now, today we are going to concentrate on production orale. As you can see in this image, two girls. What are they doing? They are initiating a conversation. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Now, today we are going to learn how to order food at a restaurant in French. How to say some phrases or proverbs in French in order to order food. Now, so in this slide, we are going to have a conversation between these two girls and this boy. So basically, he is a waiter. So it begins from here. Bonsoir, monsieur. Je voudrais une table pour deux personnes, s'il vous plaît. So these two girls, they say, good evening, sir. I want a table for two people, please. Now, he says, now he is speaking in this slide. Vous-avez une réservation? Do you have any reservation? So, she says, oui, j'ai téléphoné hier. Je m'appelle Claudette Dupont. Yes, I called yesterday and my name is Claudette Dupont. So, she is speaking in this slide. Now, he says, he is speaking in this slide. So, he says, pas de problème, Madame Dupont. No worries, no problem, Madame Dupont. So, voici une table pour deux personnes. Again, he is speaking. He says, here you have a table for two people. Combien de personnes? Pour deux personnes. That is for two people. Now, they both says together, merci. That is thank you. Et voilà la carte. Vous êtes prête à commander? Again, he is speaking. This person is asking the question. Here is the carte. Carte is your menu, food menu. Vous êtes prête à commander? Are you ready to order? Now, they say, oui, je voudrais un jus d'orange. So she says, yes, I want an orange juice. Now, I would like to pay a little attention here because this J-U-S, it is not pronounced as jus because S here is silent, but we pronounce it as jus. Jus. I hope that this is clear to you, and let's move further. So here, now she says, et moi, je vais prendre un verre de limonade. So she says that me, I am going to take a glass of lemonade. Now here he is speaking and he says, très bien, je reviens tout de suite. Very good, amazing. I'm coming in a while or within few minutes. Oui, madame, et pour le dîner, que voudriez-vous? Now he comes back and he says, yes, ma'am. So for the dinner, what do you want or what would you like to have? So here we have, pour commencer, je prendrai une salade de chèvre chaud. So basically, she says that in order to begin, as a starter, I want a salad. Salad of what? A goat salad. Don't shock, please. Don't get scared because French people, they eat all kinds of animals. That's why they are so strong. Okay. Now, très bien est un plat principal. Again, this person is asking, very good. And what would you like to have in the principal meal or in the main course? So, let's see their response. Je voudrais le steak frites, s'il vous plaît. She says, I want fries, steak fries, please. And she says, pour moi, une omelette aux champignons et le steak frites. So she says that I want simply an omelette and fries, steak fries. Now, again this person is speaking and he says, Bien madame, et comme boisson, qu'est-ce que vous voulez? Okay ma'am, now, in drinks, what would you like to have? So, they say, comme boisson, un carafe de vin rouge. So, they are saying that for drinks, I want a wine. But what kind of wine? A carafe wine. Now, c'est noté, je reviens tout de suite. So, he says that everything is noted down. I am coming again in a while. Now, avez-vous apprécié votre repas? So, he is asking, did you enjoy your meal? So, they replied, oui, c'était merveilleux. Merci. Hence, they are saying, yes, it was delicious. It was yummy. Merci. Thank you. Now, here we have, voulez-vous quelque chose pour le dessert? He is again and again raising questions. Sometimes he asks, what do you want for drinks? What do you want to have in main course? And now he is asking, what do you want for the dessert? The sweet dish. So, they say, je vais prendre une tartelette au citron. That is, she wants a lemon tart. Now, here again we have a little conversation. So they both here, they say, merci, l'addition s'il vous plaît. So they are basically here asking the bill please, or could you give us the bill please. So if you are going to any French restaurant and you want to initiate any conversation in French, do remember all these conversations. And from this slide or from this session, what you can do, you can also learn some of the name of foods, boisson, that is drinks, and some of the dessert, that is dessert. So for example, you have here tartelette au citron, or you have here, let's say, here you have a carafe de vin rouge. So this is really informative for you, as you can learn a lot here. So now these two girls, they are asking for the bill. He says, Bien madame, great ma'am, good ma'am, vous pouvez payer à la caisse? So do you want to pay at the checkout? They says, yes, and merci et au revoir. So with this we come to an end with today's session. But before wrapping up my today's session, since in the beginning of this session I told you that we are going to concentrate on phonetics as well. So what am I going to do? I will only take your couple of minutes. That's it. I'm going to tell you some sounds. That is, how are you going to pronounce that particular, let's say, letter or word. So let's first begin with this. Sha. I know Sha means cat, but here this CH, or let me remove this. So CH, it is always pronounced as sh. I repeat, sh. Great. Now let's come to another letter. Whenever you think any sentence, any word is beginning with, let's say, OU, what you will do? You will pronounce it as oo. Oo. Amazing. Now, here you have a. So the pronunciation here is a. What you have to do when you see a delicious pizza? What do? You just open your mouth, right? In the same way, whenever you see this a or any kind of a or a, you have to open your mouth and say a. For example, il a. It means he has. Again, here we have a, but here we don't have any accent grave or accent aigu. But since it is a, what do you have to do? You have to open your mouth. A. Now, if you have this au, so you will pronounce it as o. I repeat, O. Now, if you have any word or any sentence that is beginning with A, G, N and X, Y, Z. So the pronunciation of A, G, N or the sound of A, G, N is anya. I repeat, anya. I know this one is a little difficult, so I'm going to put emphasis on this one more time. So it is very good. It is anya. Anya. Amazing. Now, I'm going to end this session by just saying or adding few sentences. That is, phonetics, it is very important in French. What are phonetics? Phonetics are basically related to sounds. How we hear sound. For example, if I write this word C-H-A-T, so it is considered to be as monem because it is written in a very different way. But if I pronounce this, so I am giving it as a sound. So it is sha. So the words, they are written differently and they are pronounced differently. And in French, phonetics are like very important because if you say this as chat, people are not going to understand what are you speaking about. But if you say this as sha, people will automatically understand, okay, he or she is referring to a cat. For example, if you say, let's take a word, travail or travailler. But if you say it as travailler, sorry, it is giving a very funny sound. Hence, travailler becomes very, very important. And here the pronunciation also becomes very, very important. I will again underline the same thing that the phonetics or the pronunciations are very important because if you don't use the correct sound, if you don't pronounce the words correctly, people, especially the French natives, they are not going to understand you. For example, if you use this word bonjour and if you are saying it as bonjour, they will not understand it or they will think that you are a beginner in French. So it becomes bonjour. Why? Let me highlight this. Bonjour. Now, I told you how to pronounce this OU. It is OU. So you have bonjour and this is h. Amazing. Now, I hope that the session or today's session is crystal clear to you. That is, you know how to order food now in French. And if you visit any of the French restaurant in France, I am sure that you are going to order in a very amazing and a beautiful manner the foods. And you also learn some of these sounds, how to give like AU the sound, OU the sound. That is, you learnt a little bit of phonetics. So at the end, I would just say merci beaucoup.